Like, look at me, I'm 169 kilos, so I have so much excess weight. I have about, you know, I could weigh maybe like 120 pounds. So I have over 200 pounds, like 250 pounds of excess weight that my body can munch on, that my body can metabolize. The fat stores are there for a reason, right? They're for survival when you have no food. Well, if I keep feeding my body food, my liver will just keep storing glycogen. It will never deplete the resources in my liver. That's another thing. I have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease that I want to completely just get rid of. And I think that fasting, number one, will be beneficial for that. 100%. I believe that.
I hate Dr. Foodie. I really do. I hate her speaking just because she's read something on Wikipedia or she's seen somebody talk about it. She thinks she's so clever and she really does think that she knows it all, whereas she's proved time and time again that she doesn't listen to the shit that comes out of her mouth. Hey lovelies, so this is a really quick edit before we get into the regularly scheduled programming. I had to edit this video because YouTube wasn't very happy with the fact that I said a certain phrase in it. Now I've edited out this phrase, fingers crossed it'll all be fine now, but obviously it's a re-upload because I did try and re-upload it and YouTube were having none of it, even though Foodie's thumbnail says the exact phrase that I mentioned. So I just wanted to let you know and I hope you enjoy. Hey Lunchables! So I've been away for, it will be 3 months basically when I'm posting this. I'm actually recording this at the start of December, but I want to try and get ahead for when, fingers crossed, I'm actually monetized again. So you will notice my video is going to be slightly different. It's still going to be me talking over it, but I'm going to make the screen slightly smaller because I don't want to get called out again by YouTube's ridiculous monetization rules. So I'm hoping by doing this will help, and obviously it is commentary, so there shouldn't be an issue of reused content. I'm not 100% that it was actually FoodieBeauty content that was the issue. I think it may have been that I was doing shorts that were from films and TV shows that weren't getting picked up at the time, but were eventually picked up and reported. I'm guessing, I'm not really sure. So anyways, hello again. I've missed you all so much. If you've not watched this channel before, I just do commentary on different channels. At the moment, it is mostly FoodieBeauty, but I will be branching out onto other things as well. I've really missed you guys. I didn't really know what to do with my time, to be honest. I've been struggling to kind of keep in the FoodieBeauty loop. I thought the best way to get back into things would be to do a retro react. So I'm actually reacting to her water fast attempt. I'm not going to spoil it, but for anyone that doesn't know what happens, you're in for a real treat. I'm planning on uploading this between Christmas and New Year's, so I hope you've had a lovely Christmas, and let's get into it.
Welcome back to a video. This will be a sit down and talk video, and I probably won't edit it much, so I apologize if there's like pauses. It's just going to be kind of like somewhat organized thoughts, but mostly just stream of consciousness kind of thing.
Yeah guys, sorry, she's not going to edit the video this time. She always does such good editing and puts loads of effort into her videos, but just this particular video, she's not going to edit.
Somewhere in between that. I'm in my prayer gown, so yeah, I just did prayer. I just did Maghrib prayer, and I wanted to talk to you guys about I'm going to be doing a water fast, and I'm not really enthusiastic about when I'm coming to you with this idea, because I have done it before. Now I have successfully completed 5 days. And on the 6th day, I was like, I can't. I was obsessing about food. I was...
Just really quickly, this is no insult to any Muslim women. Most Muslim women I've seen like kind of look very beautiful in what they wear, but she always looks like she's peeking out of like a shirt sleeve. Like, you know, when you put a t-shirt on wrong and you put your head out of the wrong hole, that's what she looks like, especially when she's in this video. I don't get why she doesn't put more effort in. We're what, like a year and a half later, and she still doesn't put any effort into how she dresses.
Just so hungry, and I didn't really break my fast the right way. I kind of just dived right back into unhealthy food. So I don't think, to me, that's an indication that I don't think that the 5 days was enough. So let me just start with why. So I will put in the description some videos from actual doctors who recommend fasting. Also some philosophers, modern day philosophers. There's also a lot in Islam, you know, with Ramadan, they fast for most of the day. But let me get to why. So fasting, I have been doing a lot of research off and on, watching a lot of videos, reading a lot of articles, like medical articles about the benefits of fasting, some of which include fasting combined with prayer is just obviously you know, potential for spiritual growth is amazing.
You don't do either, though. We know that you don't pray. As much as you might put it into a video every now and then, we know that's not what you do regularly because of how your sleeping pattern is. You even, when you put prayer into your video, you then had to put the actual prayer over the top of it because when you were moving your mouth, it wasn't matching up to the actual prayer.
Hi guys, so I'm about to pray Fajr.
Allahu Akbar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal lazina an'amta alaihim ghairil maghdubi alaihim waladdallin.
So you had to like put the right words over the top because you don't know the real prayer. It's so transparent and it's so infuriating that you do this and that you're still doing this to this day. But yeah, the fact that you're talking about prayer and fasting, two things that you will never ever do.
Basically, fasting with only water allows your body to completely reset itself. So there's something called autophagy. So autophagy is when you don't feed your body food to digest, it starts eating all of the debris in your body. I guess they call it like zombie cells. I don't know. I can't remember, but basically it starts eating like pre-cancerous.
She's put effort into looking up this to the point where she's now making a video about it, but she can't actually remember what things are called. This just shows the lack of effort she puts in, and obviously the lack of effort she will put into fasting, which was none.
Cells. It starts eating debris, just really dirty cells in your body that cause issues, and it replaces them with new ones. So, now, I just want to put a disclaimer. I'll probably put a note before I start the video, but don't attempt what I'm doing unless you have clearance from your doctor. I don't have clearance from a doctor, but I know that I've done it before and I know I can do it again. And actually, I didn't have any adverse health effects. I only had good ones. Like my skin became clear, my hair was like shinier, I had more energy, I felt lighter because I did lose like I think 20 pounds? I don't remember, but I have some old videos doing the water fast. I don't know if I privated them or not, but they were pre-hijabi, so probably. What else? I know I still have like pre-hijabi videos out there that will be forever on the internet, so, but still, you know. What else? So that's, you know, autophagy is one of the main benefits. I have a lot of illnesses. I have a lot of inflammation in my body, you know, in my back and my joints and things. I can feel it. A lot of swelling, inflammation, a lot of, you know, acne, like coming up more, hormonal imbalance. I plan to rectify or try to rectify the hormonal balances, which gives me hair loss and things like that. So I hope to, you know, correct a lot of things, health issues. Maybe.
She basically thinks that 35 plus years of her doing this to her body, that she can sort it all with a water fast. This is how deluded she is, and this is just a cycle going on and on and on. She will do this and she might lose some weight. I mean, we obviously know that she doesn't lose weight at this particular point, but she does it and she loses weight, and then she gets bored, and then she has a takeaway and she gets mad at people for asking how her diet's going, and it just all goes on and on.
Issues. Weight, I expect to lose quite a bit of amount of weight. Now I do expect to put on maybe half of that back when I start eating, but I also want to eradicate my addiction to unhealthy food, and I think that the 5 days wasn't enough to do that. I had to get past that obsession with food and reset my entire body, because even eating things in moderation that are hyper palatable and sugar, it's called a pleasure trap, and I'll link the video down below. There's a doctor who talks about that.
So what you're saying is that somebody who is addicted to snow could stop having snow for 40 days. And then if they were to have snow on day 41, they wouldn't be addicted to it and they could just have it now and then at parties. That's the equivalent of what you're saying, because you've made the point before how addictive food is, and we all know how addictive sugar is. So what you're saying is you're going to stop eating what you like for 40 days, and then you're going to go back to eating exactly as you were, and you think you're only going to put half the weight back on. Okay.
Basically, you know, if you keep feeding your your body a lot of hyper palatable foods that are rich in fats, sugar, salt, it's just going to want to crave that and crave that, and you're just perpetuating the addiction to food. So I think to fully reset my palate, my body, everything, just completely reset my system from the inside out. I want more mental clarity. I heard that you gain more mental clarity after pushing through maybe the first week. It's different for everybody, you know. There are medical signs I've researched and to look for of when I should break the fast. So if it becomes medically dangerous for me, you know, I will stop. But I'm just planning on doing this on my own and with you guys, of course. Whoever's left to support me, because I know that it just seems like another irrational, erratic, crazy, impulsive idea. But, you know, like I said, I've done the 5 days before. I really believe in fasting, the power of fasting. It's just I never had the willpower to do it. I just never could do it. I don't think that eating food, like, who am I kidding? I'm kidding myself. Well, like cheesecake in moderation, lasagna in moderation. I don't think that's realistic as I thought, in a way, when it comes to health, when it comes to resetting my palate, getting rid of those urges to eat those bad foods. Because after I ate the cheesecake and lasagna last night, and I hate to admit this because I know I'm going to get so much hate for it, but I'm just really ignoring, I'm just ignoring it and just doing me. But
I completely understand, like, ignoring hate comments, but hate comments aren't people giving you advice. And how is that helping you? Just having this little bubble of people that tell you how brilliant you are because you ate a lettuce leaf today and you only ate 4 burgers and not 5. Like, that's not a healthy place to be in. And nobody grows when they're made to feel comfortable in something that is very dangerous. Like, you've literally got Salad getting you rubbish food and he's not pushing you at all, as much as he can lie and say he is. You might have arguments every now and then because you spend too much on takeaway, but he's not telling you that you need to lose weight because he obviously doesn't care about you. And every now and then you might be like, oh, well, I'm going to use the treadmill then. But that's not enough. You're never, ever, ever going to lose weight. I feel like we're at the point now that somebody could offer and be like, right, we're going to get all this money together. We will give you 50 grand if you get to 200 pounds, and you wouldn't be able to do it. And it's mind-blowing to me. You literally won't do it for anything. Food is more important than your life, and we all know that. So
can just guess what people are going to say, you know. And I really overate last night so bad. And, you know, I just haven't been doing well. So, but now with the water fast, I have a new hope. Like, I've been listening to testimonies of people who've done it. I've been listening to doctors who believe in it and the benefits of it, and it keeps me going. And honestly, I already, like, you know, this is day 1, by the way, June 17th, I think until July 26th. I think that will be 40 days. And I want to go on this trip. I want to live life. I want to reset everything. And I think this is the only way that I'm going to do it.
She puts more effort into the first, like, 1 or 2 days of a diet than she does for the whole rest of the year of trying to eat healthy. Like, she will research and she will get so into it and she'll be looking at forums and comments and finding out all this information about a diet. And then she gets to, like, a week later and she's just done and goes back to what she was before.
I'm going to let the proof be in my videos. I'm going to vlog every day my progress. I'm going to weigh in every day. I'm actually ashamed of my weigh-in today, so I will insert that. Actually, I'll put that up here somewhere. 169 kilos, man. Like, that's bad. So I've just been extra sedentary, like, since I hurt my back. You know, I've been using that as an excuse to not really even do anything, and I've just been, like, feeling down about, oh my gosh, like, I'm starting a diet cycle again, and I just don't have any, like, belief in myself, and I've just been, like, not in a good place. But today, I'm hopeful. You know, I'm not hungry at all. Like, I thought I would be starving. In the moments, sometimes I feel a bit nauseous, and I just kind of, like, lay down for a few minutes, and it passes. Like, it passes fairly quickly. I had maybe, so far, just a liter of water today. I'm not going to over drink because there's, like, it can be dangerous to just sit and chug all kinds of water. So I'm going to let my body metabolize the water I put inside of it before I drink too much. But the idea is also that, you know, your body will become fat adapted. So, I have, like, look at me, I'm 169 kilos. So I have so much excess weight. I have about, you know, I could weigh maybe like 120 pounds. So I have over 200 pounds, like 250 pounds of excess weight that my body can munch on, that my body can metabolize. The fat stores are there for a reason, right? They're for survival when you have no food. Well, if I keep feeding my body food, my liver will just keep storing glycogen. It will never deplete the resources in my liver. That's another thing. I have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease that I want to completely just get rid of. And I think that fasting, number one, will be beneficial for that. 100%. I believe that.
I hate Dr. Foodie. I really do. I hate her speaking just because she's read something on Wikipedia or she's seen somebody talk about it. She thinks she's so clever and she really does think that she knows it all, whereas she's proved time and time again that she doesn't listen to the shit that comes out of her mouth.
So I just really, really want to, well, inshallah, you know, everything I do right now, inshallah. But I think that, you know, it sounds unrealistic. I know people have already told in my real life are rolling their eyes. This is not the way to go, just eat vegetables, eat meats. But I feel like I need a system reset because I'm just too addicted to food at this point. And I think that this is a very, it's like a new start, a fresh start. I've never refreshed my body and fully given it a break from eating. And I think that there's going to be a lot to learn in this. And how, you know, it's also going to teach me self-discipline and persistence and willpower. I'm going to be exercising my willpower as well. So I really want to do this. I hope that you guys will be on board with me. I'm not encouraging you to do it unless you think that medically it's really safe for you. But this is just my own personal journey. You know, I have a lot when I'm not going to be worrying about eating all day long. I'm going to have so much time on my hands to try to improve things, keep my home very clean. I'll be lighter at some point so I can go out and do more things, you know. I'm going to be focusing on that, thinking of the rewards, how I'm going to feel. Like, eventually, if I, you know, stick to the fasting and the healthy eating for like a year, I can go and buy like a whole new wardrobe. I can fit into clothes, you know, normal size clothes. I won't have to worry about going to special abaya shops or getting custom made abayas, which was at the point I'm at right now, you know. So I want, that's one of the major things I keep in the back of my mind. I want to buy normal size clothes. Like, I really, really want to. I want to like just wear normal clothes.
She doesn't want to be able to go and see her family in the comfort of a normal seat, or not have to worry about getting another seat, or worry about herself on a plane. She doesn't want to be able to live long and possibly adopt, because she said that Salah wants children and it's something that she's considered, although God, I hope that she doesn't. She wants to be able to just buy normal clothes. Okay, that's your priorities, and that's the type of person that you are.
Like, I want to be able to wear, you know, pants and a shirt. Like, I don't have to wear abayas, but I do because of my weight. You know, I have to cover my body, and the abaya is the biggest thing. So, I want to do this. I really, really do. And I know I'll feel really good if I do succeed in doing it. I know I'll get rid of a lot of the inflammation in my body. I don't know how much weight I'll lose. I'm not really focusing just on the weight loss because it's not sustainable when you're fasting. When you eat, you're going to put it back. But the refeeding stage is a whole other thing I'm not even thinking about right now. I'm just going to have to... Sorry. That's going to be another thing. How I'm going to refeed myself. I won't be able to put any of that crap that my brain is addicted to back in my body. So... because then it will just recycle. I'll just be in another cycle again, you know? So, I don't think that I'll really have to, I'm hoping that I won't even crave those foods at the end of this. I'll just start craving, once I refeed my body healthy food, that's what I'll want, and everything else will just seem too salty and sugary and blah, blah, blah. So, we are what we eat. That's, like, you know, it's a famous quote for a reason. So, that's my reasoning behind it. There's a lot of, you know, benefits to fasting.
This is such a repeat of what she's done so many times before that it is literally white noise. I was just thinking, like, oh, what am I going to do tomorrow? And then I'm meant to be doing this. This is how awful her content is. And I know I'm choosing to react to it, but I just want to call out the fact that she is an awful YouTuber, and the fact that she's even able to make any money off this is just laughable. But here we are.
You just take the time to research it, and you know, if you don't believe in that, and if you don't believe in me doing this, I don't blame you. You know, I fully expect to be criticized highly for this. I don't think that anyone will believe me, and you know, I just have to believe in myself. That's all, you know. So there won't be any mukbangs for a while. When I start eating again, I will do a lot of cooking and meal prep videos, because I have to.
And that's a really good point, actually. Yeah, there's not going to be any mukbangs, which means that you're going to get less views, which is another reason why you stop dieting, because your views drop. But what I've noticed recently as well is, even, so we're talking about, so this was what, like a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit more, and we're now in December 2024, and her views are down. And this is even when she's got a big old fat Burger King in the thumbnail. We're talking about like 5,000-6,000 views, which is not a lot for her. And this is after a few days of the video being up. So I'm just really interested where she's going to go from here. Because her old game definitely isn't working. This whole yo-yoing thing of, oh, I'm having a Burger King, I'm having a cheat day, oh, I gave in and had a takeaway, to, oh, look, I'm eating a big pile of salad, and look, I'm using the treadmill, and look at all the fruit and veg I ordered, just isn't working for people anymore. People are getting bored. People aren't even watching reaction channels because that's how boring you are.
So while I'm fasting, I can also, near the end maybe, I don't even want to look or think about food while I am, doing this. I will save a lot of money on food because I do eat a lot of food, obviously, to be my weight. With only salat eating, the water's super cheap here. And so I'm going to be having water only, and I'm going to be having spring water, because a lot of people who do fast think that they have to have electrolytes. Now, a lot of those people drink distilled water or like completely filtered water, and I'm not going to be drinking that. I'm going to be drinking.
A lot of people, when they do a fast, they think they have to have electrolytes. What are you going on about? Stop giving people diet information. Just stop. Stop acting like you know what you're talking about. Stop trying to tell people what they should and shouldn't do if they want to do certain things. Just do your little show, fail, and get over it.
Spring water, which already has natural electrolytes and minerals in it. There's already natural sodiums and things like that in spring water. So I'm not going to, I didn't have to do that last time. I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to drink spring water only. No coffee, no tea, nothing like that.
Like she's better than other people that fast and drink coffee and tea and things. Like, oh, well, actually, I'm not even going to have a tea or a coffee. I'm just going to have water. So I'm actually better than people that are doing it with tea and coffee. Shut up. You're such a judgmental little...
So when I refeed, I'll probably have to start with like bone broth or something, some kind of broth. I don't know, but I don't have to worry about that for a while. Now 40 days seems pretty bad. It's pretty strict. So if I don't make it the whole way, well, I'm going to try. But I can't promise that I'll make it 40 days. Who knows? That's a long time from now. But if I could complete that, I know I can do anything. Then I can, I'll still have a bit of time to worry about the trip and planning the trip. And it'll be such a good reward.
It's like a reward.
It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing content because, another country with my love, and it'll just be awesome vlogs. It's what I've always wanted to do. I've always said, like, I want to do travel vlogs with the love of my life. And so I want to make that happen.
So why did you go and sit in a hotel room for 40 days with Salah? Because that's not completing either of those things, is it?
But, yeah, the pets will be taken care of. Don't worry about that. But we're not going to go for a super long time because of the pets. We don't want to, we're going to miss them. So. Oh, I'm so yawning. Oh my gosh. Actually, I need some water now. Yeah, I like this prayer ground because it just like covers my entire body. So when women pray in Islam, we are to cover everything except the face and hands. So, I don't really know what else to say. If you have any questions for me, I guess I can try to answer.
If you have any questions for me, I guess I can try and answer them. About what? About how to ingest 5,000 calories in one sitting? Yeah, if I need answers on that, I will definitely give you an email.
Some. I will leave some resources in the description, so if you're interested in researching on your own about the benefits of water fasting, then definitely check that out. I expect to be sluggish and low energy as my body's adapting to a different way of metabolizing and just functioning without food. It's going to be like, what the heck? Like 39 years of just straight feeding constantly all day, every day. I get depressed about that when I think about it because of the abuse I've done to my body. I put it through a lot that I'm like even surprised sometimes that I'm like even still here, like walking around barely, but still.
We're all surprised that you're still here, but something else. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I start a diet, and I know that we all start diets and we all fail diets, I'm not trying to say that I'm this perfect person at all, but when I first start a diet, I am like proper into it. Maybe I've failed a couple of times before and I'm like, right, I'm getting into this stress. I am losing that zone that I need to lose. I'm so in the mood for this. I've got it all planned out. Like Foodie's saying, like she reads everything and I get that. Like I'll look into comments as well and reviews and really get into something. And you're just totally motivated. And as much as you know it's going to suck, the outcome is so much like better than where you're at the moment. The suffering and the struggling through the day-to-day of hardly eating anything is going to be totally worth it. And I'm not saying that not eating everything every day is a good thing to do. I think at Foodie's size, as long as her doctor says it's okay, then I think she should go for it, because what harm can it honestly do? But obviously that's not a good idea for people that are closer to their weight like myself. But I just think you're so motivated. And then she's actually sitting here and she's probably been on a water fast for about like 8 hours or something. She's just been drinking water and she's a bit hungry and she's just totally like demotivated already, and it's just a sign that it's not going to last, which we obviously all know.
So this will be like a whole new life for me. This will be so beneficial in so many ways. So I'm not sure, like, live streams, how many I'm gonna have the energy to do while I'm doing this, at least at first. So I will probably just be putting out some vlogs and talking videos, like, water fast.
See, for me as well, like, I'm just thinking, sorry, you can tell that I'm paying more attention now at the end than I was in the middle, apologies. But I'm just thinking, like, she gets money off of live streams. We know this. Imagine if she'd done live streams like 3 times a day. Like, it would have been awful and really tedious for reaction channels, but for people that actually give a shit about her, like, she could have got her little cheerleaders in. They would have been giving her money, and she could have been like, oh, I really fancy getting this. And then be like, no, we'll send you $10. Don't get this food. Stay on live with us instead until you're not hungry anymore. And I know that's very manipulative, but that's how she rolls and how she gets money. Just think the money she could have made, like, doing a 12-hour, and I know she didn't have the treadmill then, but doing a 12-hour walk in Kuwait, or a 5-hour like live where she just walks around the mall and she's just walking like constantly. Just think all these things she could have done and monetized losing weight, like obviously so many YouTubers have done. Just think where she could be right now. Like, she could literally be giving the middle finger to everyone because she's down to her goal weight and being a skinny legend, traveling the world, animals in every different country. But yeah, just think where she could be, and she's exactly in the same place.
Diaries, probably what it's gonna be called, because I'm just trying to get through it, man. I'm just trying to get through it. So anywho, what else about this? Yeah, so I started today. It's nighttime now. It's like, well, evening, early enough evening. So I'm going to finish out the day, the evening, the night, and if you've been on a water fast yourself, you can share your experience in the comments. I'm kind of tired. I don't expect people to be on board right away, because I think that I'll need to do it for at least a few days for people to be like, okay, she's taking it seriously, But for actual hunger, I'm not. I haven't had weak moments yet, mashallah. But if I do, I suspect it won't be like from actual hunger for a while. I think it'll be just more psychologically missing food, like a psychological thing, like the addiction part, like, oh my gosh, that cycle, those signals to the brain that are like eat, and just habits of like watching movies and eating and blah blah blah. So I have to like try other things. I'm gonna try reading more of the Quran, just listening to more stories about success stories from weight loss and stuff like that. So all right, I'm gonna fall asleep, I think. I feel really relaxed. So if I wake up and I've successfully completed one day, I'll be so elated, I'll be so happy, and I can't wait to report to you what happens tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. We're just going to take it day by day. I'll share with you the different symptoms and everything like that, what I'm going through, and I'll weigh in like every day. I suspect though the water weight will be come off very quickly, So yeah, so your body, like I was saying, fat adapted, it will start eating the fat stores. So I cannot wait. Eat away, body, eat away. Alright guys, so that's about it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care guys, bye.
Tell you what, she really does know how to waffle on, doesn't she? So that was video 1. I've actually done 4 other videos that I will post over the next kind of few days. I just wanted people to have something that they can binge and just relax to, and hopefully that's something you can do with my videos. So the next video is going to be the next video she posted after this supposed water fast. So I hope you'll be there with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.